This is like a retrospective video. This is might end up being, and this is the reason why I don't watch videos like this of mine, because I watched them and I was like, ooh, just a little too much brutal honesty going on there. Hey, you like my robe? It's kind of a lot colder outside, so this is really comfy. For some reason, people like it when I wear this hemp robe that I made with my own two hands on a sewing machine. Yeah, it's really comfortable. Um, this is obviously when you're making YouTube videos and answering tons of emails and fielding phone calls. It's not laying bricks or using a sledgehammer in a rock quarry. And obviously the fat guy before you is obviously not starving in some barren wasteland. Um, Sometimes this, and I do have 3 jobs. People say, what are the other 2 jobs? Well, I actually do paid for translation work, and I actually do actual photography, whether you believe that or not. I only average about 4 to 5 jobs a month. They're just small jobs. Most of them are actually taking pictures of businesses, buildings, and their employees for their websites, and actually all of that stuff now is relegated to Fujifilm GFX stuff because there's so much more elbow room there for post-processing. But I lead a simple life, and today I was just out walking, and man, it's just like like last night I went to bed at like 6:30 in the morning. I was just really busy. There's just a lot of emails, and then I turn my phone off, but I can't always remember, and there's always gadgets always beeping at me, and a person woke me up, and then they woke me up again. Then they wanted me to do something, and then I had to do it. And that's okay, but I mean, it's just like one example of countless. And even though I'm fat, I actually eat right. I don't drink. I never drink alcohol, and I never go out to parties. So I eat healthy. I mean, like today I had a salad and some turkey meat, but I just feel so run down all the time. It's just the stress, and I'm not whining in this video. It's just, I mean, I didn't think that this would kind of become so all-consuming. Sometimes it gets to be a bit much. It just completely dominates your life. And it's not like, I don't have a dog or a pet or a wife or any kids to take care of. But still, it's just, hustle, hustle, hustle. I mean, I think most people think I just like sit down and, make some freehand videos, and I don't know what the hell they think I'm doing the rest of the time. But I mean, it's always a lot. I mean, because I'm always putting out articles and books, and they're always free. And it just wears on you. They'll kind of grind you down. And I know I come across as a bit of a prick, and I know that I am. But there's something I've talked about for ages. It's called the camouflage of stupidity. It's actually how people get by in this world. It's kind of like these stick creatures that look like a stick so they don't get eaten. Humanity actually has that type of camouflage. And if they don't have a camouflage, and they're not smart, then they're going to be eaten up by the world. And the camouflage of stupidity is either really good looks or you got charisma. Hey, I like you. How you doing, Bob? How you doing? They're corporate climbers. They can be the dumbest person in the world, but people are unfortunately extremely superficial, and too many people are extremely unintelligent. And it is not how smart or wise you are, it's how nice you are. People today are really kind of horrible in the department of not considering facts, logic, and wisdom instead of a pure emotional response. For example, someone will love someone that is like the most evil person in the world. This is like a perfect YouTube example. There's a lot of examples like this on YouTube. I won't name names, but you could probably think of some. People will like fall in love with like the most evil person imaginable, but because they put on a superficial front in their video, hi, how you doing? I like you. Please click my videos, and they look really cool or suave or something. People buy into that, and that's a sort of camouflage of. This is how evil people cloak themselves. And like the most evil people, other people like met these like super, super horrible evil people. It's like, man, he's so nice. I thought he was such a, it's like, you're not very smart. I mean, you're just like looking at the surface. It's, you know, just paper thin. There's a lot of people that are like that. Way too many people that are like that. And that's the camouflage of stupidity. You can get by on your looks or your charisma or your personality. And, you know, if you're not a stupid person, you don't need camouflage. And this is why some of the, and I'm not talking about intelligent people necessarily, but I'm talking about people that, you know, they don't need to put on a show for anybody because they're not, you know, they don't have any ulterior motives. I'm like that, unfortunately. I get a lot of flack. And I give a significant amount of flack too, but I have that freedom. Is that really a freedom though? It's kind of a freedom. But I have that freedom because, you know, I haven't got an agenda up my sleeve. Like, look, you know, there's no affiliate links. I'm not selling anything. And I say it like it is. You know, sometimes that offends people. Like, I made a video last week about Nikon, and that video was brutally frigging honest. Everything in it was 100% factual. And everybody, there was people, they flipped the hell out. They were just so pissed mad at me. I told people, I said, I still like Nikon's product and everything. I said, but look, this is how they treated me. Oh, but oh my God, people really got their panties in a wad over that one. Oh my goodness. It's like, well, heaven forbid I make a brutally honest, non-monetized video, you know, about exactly what happened. It just makes you conclude that most people just don't care about the truth, because a lot of people don't. They, you know, they want their fur petted the right way, like a kitty cat. Well, the truth is not always petting the kitty cat fur in the correct direction. It's about being honest, logical, and wise. It's not about putting on a show. Actually, I'm a pretty monotone, boring sort of person. Like I said, I listen to classical music and read ancient metaphysics and philosophy. If I didn't like throw in some you know, some hyperbolic anger or laughter, then, you know, my videos would all be like this. Hello, greetings, how are you doing today? I'd like to talk about the, you know, nobody wants to watch that. You know, they want a little, not saying drama, but a little bit of humor. It's like, oh, that's funny. You know, I'll say crazy stuff like tougher than a woodpecker lips, or treat them like mushrooms, feed them shit and keep them in the dark. That's a good one, by the way. Or slower than a constipated turtle. Or tougher than woodpecker lips. Yeah, didn't I just say that one? You know, stuff like that. People like, you know, they like to laugh. I love to laugh, by the way. I got a great sense of humor. Some people don't have any sense of humor at all. I made a funny video where I yelled in the video just a couple days ago, talking about cameras. I said basically every online photographer, and man, people had a hissy fit over that. Man, I got hate email. How dare you yell at me in your video? I'm like, it's humor. Germans are definitely the one. As someone that's half German, that being me, it's kind of strange that Germans kind of lack a sense of humor just far too often. It's like, are you German? It's like, yeah, how did you know? It's like, well, you don't have a sense of humor. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Germans don't have a sense of humor. I'm just saying, yeah, a lot of them don't, seemingly so. I can say that since I'm half German. Ja, jawohl. Damen und Herren, Frau und Mädchen. Ja, jawohl. Have a beer and get gemütlich. Not me, I don't drink alcohol. I need some rest. It's like I can't get rest. I mean, I'm not being hyperbolic on this. People say, well, just shut down your devices and, you know, turn it all off. It's like, God, I keep trying to. It's like I can't do it. It's not like I'm addicted to the stuff at all. I'm really not. It's just that, you know, there's all these electronic devices surrounding me. And, you know, when I'm wicked tired at like 5 o'clock in the morning, I can't go to the trouble of turning off every frigging device. You know, there's a ding, bing, ding. That gets to be old. It was really strange as, you know, I had to block several people on Facebook. I was like, I'm sleeping. I said, I don't know if you know it or not, but it's like 4 a.m. here, and you woke me up, and they just didn't give a crap. A couple of them even told me, it's like, I don't care, I want to talk to you about this. Well, what? I just said I was sleeping and it's 4 a.m. I would never. You think I'm rude? No, 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 no. I don't ever do stuff like that to anybody. I've never even come close to doing something like that to anybody. And there's a lot of people that have done that to me, and that is not nice. It's actually worse than not nice. I was like, no, it's 4 a.m. I was sleeping, maybe we could talk tomorrow. I was like, no, 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 I want to talk about it now. I was like, no, I'm sleeping. And they persist. It's like, that sort of horrific rude. I mean, who do they think I am? I'm like on the job. I'm 411. You could just call me in the middle of the night. I mean, who do you think I am? Like a call girl or something? You're like... There's certain people I will do that for, Certain people like, oh, this is so-and-so, hey, no problem. Any time of the day, there's like about 100 people I'll do that for. Anybody else, it's like, I'm sure as your camera stuff is not an emergency. You could wait till I've actually gone to sleep and, slept a few hours and gotten up the next day. It's... I also don't know what people think I'm making doing this YouTube stuff, but it ain't that much. That's for damn sure. And I actually love being helpful. But there's a limit where someone's really rude and they'll like contact you at 4 a.m. and you'll tell them you're sleeping and they just don't give a damn. I would never do that to anybody. People think I have no manners and that I'm rude. Listen, I have never done that to anybody, ever. Well, I've accidentally done it sometimes. I found like, oh my God, I didn't notice what time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I woke you up, and I'll hang up the phone. Or, I would never intentionally do that to anybody. Whew. But that's the internet, I guess, right? I told you shouldn't have watched this video. Sometimes, this is kind of like an online... Is this an online diary? No? Should I delete this video? Someone's like, yeah, you should delete this video. You just ruined 15 minutes of my life. I'll never get back again. I hate you! That's what someone's going to send me. They're going to leave me a comment. I hate you! You just ruined 20 minutes of my life. He's like, well, that's why I got bags under my eyes. It's just... I'm stressed and worried all the time. It's just endless bills. I mean, same as everybody else. I don't know how anybody else does it. I don't go anywhere fancy. I never eat out. Never had a real vacation. I don't know how people do it because I don't have a house payment or a car payment, which is really awesome. But I don't have any kids or pets or a wife, which I hear is like the biggest drain on your money ever. I was married for 11 years, but she died of a huge, ginormous brain tumor, and it was 10 years of pure hell taking care of her. And, man, talk about giving you PTSD. The one that will F you up and give you PTSD is taking care of someone screaming in the other bedroom almost every night because of phantom pains due to a ginormous effing brain tumor. Whew. Man, oh man, that did not do me very well. That didn't do me any good. We're also critical of other people. And I'm as guilty of it as anybody. Well, I hope not as guilty as the average person, but certainly guilty as anybody else. I'm guilty of it. But, we've not walked in, other people's shoes, nor would we want to in most cases. Like, damn, I would definitely don't want to walk in those shoes. And, I lead a simple life, and I'd like to keep it that way. Me leading a simple life is the only way I'm able to do some really heavy-browed stuff. There's a serious effing awful downside to being able to, think on multiple levels about like 10 things at once. It means your brain is racing all the time, and it makes life hell. It really does. Simplicity is divinity, and the reason, and this is a fact, and I guess this is my secret, the reason I lead a simple life is because my brain is working 1,000,000 miles a second on like 10 things at once. and it makes life effing hell. It just does. On so many aspects, it makes it effing hell. It means I can see things, not like X-ray vision or something. It means I can see things other people can't see and figure out stuff that other people can't figure out. I mean, I figured out some amazing crap. I mean, some really amazing stuff. I mean, I figured it out. I don't think I have. I know I have. But the downside of that is some serious effing misery. I mean, some hardcore misery. Like, whew, damn. Like, sometimes I have crushing misery. It's a good thing I hate alcohol, because I would love to, like, turn my brain off, you know, for like an hour or two every other day or something, just for a few hours. I could just go, I never do that, unfortunately. And that's actually part of the reason why I'm worn down so much all the time. Obviously, I know I'm out of shape. I mean, I don't eat bad or unhealthy. You know, like a salad and turkey meat today. I mean, it's pretty healthy, but man, I shouldn't have made this video. And this is kind of like me talking to myself. But I did warn you in the title of this video not to watch it. And when I say that, I mean, you know, there's nothing like directly helpful to you in this video. I make it for myself. However, if I watched it, I would go, oh God, that was too personal. I'm not going to upload this video. So I can't watch this video. Because if I did, that's exactly what would happen. That's why I'm not going to watch this video. And I recommend you don't watch it either. As he says at the very end of the video, which is counterproductive. He should have said that at the beginning of the video. All too true. Welcome to the year 2020. Yeah, we got all the technology and all of the misery that goes along with it. So technologically advanced. Got cell phones and supercomputers, and yet everybody is still walking around like an effing zombie. And they're all on antidepressants. Not me. I don't take pills. Period. Literally, when you walk around, everybody's just like a zombified goon. You ever walked in the mall, like, damn, everybody's just like a zombified goon. They're just like out of touch. God knows how many pills they're popping. They're just like living from paycheck to paycheck, wanting the next piece of crap that they don't really need. Phew. Man, I said too much. Humble apologies. Sorry for that. Bye.